A slew of mostly consumer products today. So we've had fruit, and we've had luggage, we've had leather products, those kind of things. Why is the consumer thing so important? Well, up until now, we've not really had, within the $50 billion of targeted tariffs on Chinese products coming into the US, not many consumer products. 25% potentially tariff on $200 billion of goods coming into the United States. Who pays? The consumer. What proportion of the US economy is consumer orientated? 2/3. That is potentially a huge issue for the United States going forward, especially as consumer growth is really fueling much of the economic rise over the past few years. Let's take one example, mandarins. Most mandarins are made in China, and China brings in a huge amount of them, tons of them in fact. Vivian Ouyang is the Chief Operations Officer of Sheet Group, one of the major importers, and they supply Del Monte, among others, here in the United States. Let's listen to her perspective on these tariffs.
25% is extremely higher, and because of Mandarin business is a very low margin, and 25% is maybe is a kill the damage the business. And because our Mandarin is good for the USA market, the kids and senior people, they are all very love our Mandarin.
So some of the officials were asking this Mandarin supplier, well, why couldn't we just get them from somewhere else? Well, here's the kicker. 90% of mandarins made in China. What's the biggest other competitor? Spain. Will Spain supply? Absolutely not, because they have the European market. It's also a huge market. So in other words, in the end, they'll have to pay the tariff.
Certainly a lot at stake here. And we know that the USTR has also been hearing from a smaller group of US companies who are in favor of the tariffs. Why the support?
Well, you get some interesting case studies here, and some of them are domestic manufacturers. Some of them have some real niche products. Here's one example. When truck tires are put on tires, they can last years, especially the quality ones. And in fact, they can make it last even longer by retreading them. It's kind of like a shaving process that happens. Those shavings then go into other products worth billions of dollars here in the United States. One of the key ones is the sort of rubberized thing that you see at the children's playgrounds to stop people children when they fall down from really hurting themselves. Now let's hear from Gene Walker. He is from Premier Rubber Company, and he explains the product to me.
What we are is, my company is a national collector of this product called buffings. Buffings is a byproduct of the truck tire retread industry. It's their waste stream when they retread a truck tire by grinding down the old tread to put a new cap on it. This is a tread that would be put onto an old tire that has been ground down to a specific texture to then receive this tread.
So why is he for the tariffs? The reason is rather obscure. If the Chinese bring in lower priced tires, they are so low priced that it's not even worth the truck drivers going through the process of retreading. Therefore, he doesn't get the byproduct, and he has less volume to sell to the US market. Back to you, Rochelle.
All right, thank you for that update. Daniel Ryntjes there from outside the USTR hearings in DC.